Okay, so we're going to look at some nomenclature questions for PCAT. So the first question really is just a general, what is the most important carbon question? And so I'm going to do two things. Number one, I'm going to show you which one is the most important one, and then we're going to go through and actually name it. I think that'll be good practice. So typically what we do is we go with the most oxidized carbon. That is clearly going to be this carbon, which will be carbon 1. This is an aldehyde. We will name this as an aldehyde, which means the last suffix that we use will be Al. That leads us to answer choice C. But let's do a little bit of extra work here, and let's trace the longest continuous chain of carbons. And even though the alcohol isn't the most important functional group, we definitely want the longest chain to contain the alcohol. So we have carbon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we would normally name this as a hexane. We have an ethyl group at carbon 4. 4 ethyl. Three methyl. Hexan. 5 ol. 1 al. Let's look at another one. All right, which of the functional groups in the following molecule is susceptible to nucleophilic attack? So let's redraw this molecule quickly. First of all, there should be an electron deficient carbon, and clearly we see that we have a partially positively charged carbon that's bonded to bromine and a partially positively charged carbon that is the carbonyl carbon. Now sometimes a double bond can be a doubly bonded carbon can be electrophilic if there exists a resonance structure that's in conjugation, but we do not have a resonance structure in conjugation. So we know that this carbon and this carbon will be electrophilic. Those are labeled as A and C, which makes the best answer choice B.
But it said nucleophilic.
And for the last one, we're going to actually solve a problem that was written by a functional retard. This is not a professionally condensed structure, so we'll do our best to interpret it. We have a terminal isopropyl group, and then we have I guess an ethyl group. And then we have a CH2, CHCl, CH3. This is a real problem because of the quality of how this is drawn, and I'm pretty sure that there's an issue with how they drew this. This is not a typical way of doing a condensed structure. So we have a CH3, a CHCl, that's all well and good. Then we have a CH2, so I'm missing a carbon.
Oh, this was my mistake. I didn't draw it out.
So let's do this. And now let's count some carbons. In the longest chain we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's a hexane. You're done. Because B and C and D are all pentanes. It's A.
Okay.